Hypiconians, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to episode 2 of Turbowarp or Scratch tutorial of coding, of course. So I'm sorry, I know previous episode I was quiet. It was because, well, it was night and I needed to be quiet. So I'm sorry, guys, but today we're starting to actually learn coding. So we will start making a game. It will be a platformer. So let's just call it a platformer. Platformer. Yeah, nice name, I know. But anyways, so we can delete this thing. I think this is ice cream, right? Yeah, let's delete it. Delete it. I'm sorry. Let's delete it. And yeah, we can make a menu screen first. So let's take some color. Let's say we want yeah, also you can change it. You can change it. You can change the color like this, but you can also click on here and change it like this. But yeah, let's main menu could be like blue. Okay, maybe a bit darker. This is too vibrant. Okay. And we will have say it like a platformer. Okay, here. It's a platformer. Also, uh, if as you can see, I am making this as a sprite, not a background, because, well, to me it's easier to make it as a sprite, because then I can move it around like this, but I can't move the background like that. I mean, this is not background, but I cannot do that for background. Also, make sure it's if you're also making it on sprite, make sure it's on 0, 0, x and y. So yeah, okay. So let's make a button for game to start. So let's call this main main menu. You can just click on here and change the name, and this will be enter game start button. Game start button. Okay. So it can be just some yellow like this, like in here. And actually, no, I will pick the same color. If you want same color to be the game start and the main menu, just in the color, click on this like palette, and then just click on here, and it will be the same color. Then just click this to fill it, and it's invincible now. And let's enter the black text, just sans serif, and say start, a bit bigger here. And it's important to also have this, because without this, when we will click it, we can only click on the text itself, like here or here. If we just offset it a little bit, it won't work. But if we put this, but the same color, the entire hitbox is this entire thing. So what I'm trying to say, even with like this box behind, even if you press like here, it won't be, it will start the game, which is better. Okay, so let's start coding. So Scratch uses these codes, these blocks actually, and everything starts with block when green flag is pressed. I mean, everything green flag means that the game starts. This red thingy means that it stops. And in Turbowarp, if you use the add-on, I don't know how it's called. I think like pause button or whatever. We have the pause button right here, which pauses the game. So it can start with some things also when the sprite is clicked or when some button is pressed, but main is when green flag is clicked. That's when like we start the game. So when green flag is clicked in looks category, this is in events category. In looks category, we have all these, well, looks blocks, and we have this show and hide. Hide hides it and show shows it. So let's put show, and we can do the entire thing, the same thing for main menu, but we can just drag the block into main menu, and we don't have to like do the entire thing again. We can just drag it like this. Okay, so now when we start the game, nothing really happens. It just shows. If we hide it and press, it will show, as you can see. So let's see, we can add some music. So let's get on Google and just enter like main menu music and Pixabay. I every time I download a music from a game, I use it from Pixabay because it's free. Let's see something interesting. Something not creepy. Okay, it doesn't really matter. We can just put this in here. Okay, and then go to sounds, upload sound, and wait a minute, and just upload that file you chose. You don't need to take this. It's not really for a platformer, but this is just a tutorial. Also, wait a minute, let me just delete these files that I really don't need. Okay, so yeah, anyways, and now how do we start that music? Well, in sound category, we have play and start sound. Um, and it's already chosen if you don't have any other recording or sound. Now, what's the difference with play sound until done and start sound? When, I mean, let me just hide this for a demonstration. If you put play sound until done, sound starts, but it doesn't shows because whatever is after this block will happen once the song is finished. So that means song plays and plays, and after it's finished, the block beneath it will activate. But if we just press start, that will just start the sound and it plays, but the coding continues. So when we press, it shows, but the music also plays. So let's choose that, okay? Now we want, actually, let's make it a bit bigger, like here, okay. So now we want to be able to click this button and then the game starts. So uh, in control category, we have this block called wait until, and it has this strange blank black thing, gray black, like thing in rectangle. It's not rectangle, but this shape in it. I'm not good in math when, English is in question. But okay, anyways, we have in operators. Now, this may be difficult to understand, but all these blocks, they can be round and they can have this shape. If they're round, they can go in blocks that have a round shape. So they can't go in this wait until, but they can go in set variable and see it's circle, and then this circle can also go in there. But there is also this shape which only goes in same that exact shape. So we want the equals operator. Why? Well, in sensing category, we have this key pressed, and we want, actually, no, we want touching mouse pointer and mouse down. Touching mouse pointer means when it when your mouse pointer touches that sprite. It says false because my mouse pointer is in here and not on that button. And mouse down means that the left click is pressed, but you can also just add this Turbowarp extension, and then 0 primary button is left click. So let's get operator and put touching mouse pointer in 1 and this primary in second. So what does this mean, this block, this entire thing we made? This means that if mouse pointer is uh, touching the sprite and left button is pressed, something will happen. And we will put that in, actually we don't need equal. We just put this here. So this waits and blocks everything that happens below this block. And it's paused until the thing in this shape or whatever we put in here happens, which means that it will wait for us to press this button, and then blocks underneath below will just continue. So when you start the game, see how it's yellow and it waits for mouse pointer to be pressed. When you press it, it stops, but only if we are touching the sprite and left click is pressed. As you can see, block stops. So that's pretty cool. Also, we can make it go to the center once the green flag is clicked. So go in motion and go to X0 and Y0. So you know it just gets reset. And same thing for main menu. It's kind of laggy, sorry. But anyway, so then when it's pressed in events category, there is this broadcast message. Actually, yeah, okay. So with this like message, when it's broadcasted, we also have when received. So let's say when received, hide. So now, once the message is broadcasted, it will hide because it says when I receive message, hide. It can also be for other sprites. So let's put it in main menu. So now when we start, it hides. So that's cool. But we also want this song to repeat. What if somebody is stuck in the menu? So let's just delete this. You can delete blocks, either right click and say delete block or just put it in here. So yeah, let's take play sound until done, and when green flag clicked, and in control we have forever loop, which means that, well, something that is in there happens forever. Why can't we just put like start? Well, if we put start, it will just the start of it will always just repeat, and you wouldn't be able to hear it. See, you can hear it because it repeats so many times. It's like if you spam it. But if you put play until done, then it will just start, and once it's done it will repeat again and forever like that. Okay, get it? So now we have a menu, and when we press start it hides. All right, of course, if you want you can also do the same exact thing with controller. So let's say left right stick is the cursor. Let's delete all of this. Backspace is deleted, or back, yeah. And then let's say we have cursor, and let's say A button is left click. So now when we start, we have this like my mouse pointer for the joystick, and when we press A in here, the game starts. So you can also do the same exact thing for controller. I know it's laggy. I'm sorry. That's because I have Discord and OBS open, and of course the Turbowarp, so it's kind of laggy. So yeah, that's the main menu. Actually, yeah, I think also this add-ons thing, the log which you have in here, you can just press it here and you'll have the debug, you know. It shows everything that happens, well, almost everything. So when we start the game, it says green flag clicked. When we press start, it says broadcasted message 1. We can also do things like log, warn, or error. So let's say log and put it here, and you can put whatever you want in here. Of course, you can also put something that is round, circle, but why would you want that? Anyway, so yeah, just type in like uh, game starts, and then when we press start, it says game starts. And also same exact thing for warnings and errors. You can say, "Oh no, game starts." And then when the game starts, it's error and says, "Oh no, game starts." Also, when you press some of these buttons, it will show when and where that thing happens. So yeah, I think this is enough for this video. In next video, we will start making the game. This is just introduction to this coding. It may be hard for you for now, but you will get used to it. It's really easy, easier than using Python or Unity. Although it's for 2D games, but I mean, who cares? So yeah, before quitting this, let's make sure you save. So just press here, save to your computer, save it with wherever you want, and then press save. Okay. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, learned something, and yeah, see you in the next video. Bye bye.